Are you feeling stressed by all these world events and natural disasters and storms? I get that. I live in Florida and we're preparing right now for a hurricane that's about to hit. And you know, IFS is a wonderful way to soothe yourself when you're afraid and restore that inner peace to the best of your ability, even when something scary is happening in the world outside of you. And my name is Amy Rose, and I have a holistic counseling and consulting practice in Florida. And this is something that I help my clients with all day long. So you can learn to do this. And the only way you get better is to practice. So that's what we're going to do in this video. But you know, there's two things to remember when you're afraid. First is that this part of you that's afraid or worried or anxious is just a part of you. It's not all of who you are. And the second thing to remember is that we cannot meet an emotional need inside of us with a cognitive response. So if you say to yourself when you're afraid, I just need to get over this, or it is what it is, that's not comforting or soothing to the part of you that's afraid. It really needs reassurance. And none of us can ever really feel safe until we know there's an older, wiser presence available to us and that we're not alone. This presence can help us. And that is your true self with a capital S that resides inside of you and has this capacity to comfort the part of you that's afraid. So before we start to practice, I'm just going to read to you a little bit from Lesson 41 in A Course in Miracles, which is a book about how to choose love instead of fear. And the Course uses the word God. If you don't like that word, use love, substitute whatever it is you believe. Because this presence within that we talk about in IFS is the part of you that's connected to the source of all creation, whatever you believe about the divine and how you define it and connect with it. So the Course says, God, love, goes with me wherever I go. And I find that so soothing and comforting. And it's such a reminder that your inner self never leaves you. And I'm ad-libbing a little, but the Course says, deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. And it will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss because it can heal the part of your mind that is convinced that whatever you're afraid of is absolutely real and true. And there's no other way of seeing it or conceptualizing it. So we're going to practice conceptualizing this part of you that's afraid through the eyes of love, okay? So I think it helps to close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, that's okay. I'll just put a picture up on the screen and you can soften your gaze and look into that while we do this, okay? So let's just start by taking 3 gentle breaths. Inhaling in, exhaling out, inhaling in, exhaling out. One more breath in. This time, slow your exhale and let whatever you're sitting on hold you up. And we're going to invite you to connect with this presence inside of you that's aware of being aware. And it can notice this part of you that's afraid with curiosity and compassion and a desire to connect and collaborate with loving kindness. So just notice this part of you through this presence inside of you and let it know you see it, you hear it, and it is not alone. is a part of you that has the capacity to help it feel safe and loved and provided for. Because your self energy is hugely creative and it can guide you to wisdom, right choices, how to be safe when something around you is causing distress. And see if you can get close to this part of you that's afraid, so it can have a sense it's not alone. Help is available. And then just take another breath or two, and when you're ready, open your eyes, come back. And you know, if that was something you could do easily, great, keep practicing. If that was difficult, that's totally fine. Just be aware that you may have parts of you that think, oh, this is stupid, this isn't gonna work. And if that happens, you can notice them and say, can you give us some space so this part of me that can be supportive can attend to the part of me that's afraid? And you'd be surprised, your parts often respond to that. So if you like this video, please subscribe to Delight the World. If you have any questions or comments, post that in the chat. And remember this, some days you can radiate your light. Some days you just need to receive light. And wherever you are on your journey of being the light, you're always welcome here at Delight the World for hope, healing, and illumination.